I came out on the chariot of the first gleam of light and pursued my voyage through the wilderness of worlds, leaving my track on many a star and planet. India is an ancient civilization. Indians have traveled all over the world, but there were no passports until the First World War. Today, it is a travel document as well as one of the largest citizen services delivered by the Ministry of External Affairs.
मेरे मंत्रालय का जो हिस्सा जनता से वाबस्ता है, उसमें सबसे आगे पासपोर्ट आता है। कोई दिन ऐसा नहीं जाता जिस दिन मेरे ट्विटर पर 2 या 3 ट्वीट आप लोगों की बड़ाई में ना आते हैं। प्रशंसा और सराहना की झड़ी लग गई है।
The Indian government undertook the implementation of Passport Seva Project under the National E-Governance Plan. The project envisaged the setting up of 77 Passport Seva Kendras across the country in order to comprehensively reform the passport issuance system. The Passport Seva Project is committed to the ethos of minimum government, maximum governance and delivering services to citizens in a convenient, accountable and transparent manner, and putting in place more and more inclusive and robust mechanisms to achieve these objectives.
The history of Indian passports goes back to the First World War. Between 1914 and 1920, certain developments took place which gave shape to the modern passport system in our country. In the course of the First World War, the colonial government found the necessity of introducing a travel document system to control immigration, to control political activities and to mount surveillance on political activists. In 1920, the colonial government promulgated an act called Passport Entry into India Act 1920, which is still under operation.
The images of these rare passports treasure the story of the birth and early evolution of the passport era in India.
The next major development came in 1947 at the time of independence. The passport work in independent India was given to Ministry of External Affairs, but it did not have regional offices until 1954, when first time 5 regional passport offices were set up in Delhi, Bombay, Madras, Calcutta and Nagpur. To man these passport offices, we created a separate organization in 1959 called Central Passport Organization, headed by the Chief Passport Officer. The next major development came in 1967 in the form of Passports Act. Before that, giving a passport to citizen was an administrative decision. 1967 Passports Act provides a firm legislative and statutory framework to passport issuance in the country. The demand for passport services grew steadily, particularly 1970s when the demand for Indian workers grew in the Gulf region. There was tremendous pressure on passport offices to issue passports in a very time-bound manner. More offices were open, but still we were short of meeting people's expectations.
शाम को लोग बाग कतारों में खड़े होते थे ताकि उनका जल्दी से जल्दी नंबर अगले दिन आ जाए। लाइन में खड़े होने के लिए लोग जूते अपने जो है वो लाइन में रखते थे और फिर वो कहीं नाश्ता करने या खाना खाने के लिए जाते थे। एक एक स्टाफ को जो है 50 पासपोर्ट लिखने की ज़रूरत होती थी और कभी कभी तो देर तक भी बैठ के पासपोर्ट लिखने होते थे।
To address all this, the government came up with a plan called Passport Seva Project some years back. It was during 2010, and now that the revolutionary changes were brought in issuance of passports in the country.
It took several minds and several years for the Minister of External Affairs to conceptualize this program. Then we plunged into the journey with very limited experience of the domain, which we quickly imbibed by adopting and absorbing the Indian passport rules. We then had the task to bring synergy and bring uniformity in practices. Today, after having served over 3 crore people through our 77 Passport Seva Kendras in its 4th or 5th year of operations, we believe that the journey has evolved. We have matured in terms of functionality. The experience of the applicant is over 99% great, and that we take a poll at the end of the process of the applicant's visit to the Passport Seva Kendra. We now look forward to this being taken to the rest of the 180 missions all over the world, from where also Indian citizens are given services of passports. And we believe that a single platform that we have developed will definitely be a framework which can then be extrapolated to any type of government to citizen service delivery.
TCS's global experience in delivering large, complex transformational programs, as well as our extensive domain and technical expertise, have helped us deliver a world-class citizen service delivery program.
India is a huge country, geographically spread out, and for any project of this nature, there would obviously be a lot of challenges. Starting with identification of 77 locations where the Passport Seva Kendras were to be set up. Making sure that in all the big cities as well as the mofussil towns, you get space which would be suitable for setting the Passport Seva Kendra. It was a huge challenge. So we travelled all over the country, big towns, cities, smaller mofussil towns, and identify the locations along with the ministry and actually physically set up the Passport Seva Kendras. And then all these Passport Seva Kendras are now having the same look and feel. The Passport Seva Kendra is so designed that the entire process happens in a unidirectional way. So the first zone is called pre-verification zone, where the basic check of the availability of the documents based on the category of the applicant is done by the TCS staff. Electronic token is issued to the applicant. We have provided for self-help kiosks. Applicants can use this kiosk to file an online application or to also check the status of the application in case they've already filed. We have also provided for the wheelchair for the specially able. In case you have forgotten to bring a photocopy of any of your document, you can quickly get it done here and submit your application. There are floor coordinators to assist you. We have tried to transform the entire service delivery mechanism. The staff from the TCS, who have been fully trained on the domain knowledge of the passport and the systems, of course, are dealing with the clients just like you see in a foreign bank or an Indian corporate bank where the services are delivered in a corporate environment. All the queries or the doubts which applicants have, they can clarify on these counters. Once the token is issued, the applicant moves on to the next zone. In case they have to wait for a couple of minutes, the wait is very comfortable and convenient. There are newspapers, there is a small cafeteria provided for applicants to use. We have also provided for a childcare room where feeding mothers can use and feed the babies. The entire processing happens based on the FIFO principle, which is first in and first out. So applicants wait and look at the screen, and the moment their number is called, they go inside to the processing area and get their application processed. Of course, there are special queues also in the system for the senior citizens as well as for the mothers with infants, and they are given priority over others. In A zone, the entire documentation is digitized, the documents are scanned, the photograph is clicked, and also the biometrics are captured. The application is uploaded online by the TCS staff using a digital signature, and then it moves on to the B zone, which is the government area, where the government staff takes a decision on the application. There are 2 screens provided so that the applicant can actually see in case there is any data correction being done by the staff here.
By the time it goes to the government counter, we ensure that it is covered in all aspects.
In the B area, the verification officers of the government look at the documents, the originals, and match them with what has been scanned in the system. They process the application and move it to the next zone, which is called the granting zone or the C zone. Granting officers are the senior government officers who take the decision based on the information which is available in the system. The decision also needs them to take a final call on the police verification. Once the application is granted, the applicant moves to the exit counter.
The applicant gets the acknowledgement that the application has been submitted, under what status, whether this is no police verification, post or pre-police verification.
आज पासपोर्ट इशुएंस प्रोसेस इतना एफिशिएंट हो चुका है कि नो पीवीआर या पोस्ट पीवीआर केसेस जिसमें पुलिस वेरिफिकेशन की आवश्यकता नहीं होती है, एप्लीकेंट जैसे ही पीएसके से बाहर निकलता है उसका पासपोर्ट प्रिंट हो चुका होता है.
I am delighted to see that it's working wonderfully well. The common citizen feels empowered when he comes here.
The system of working, everything is improved so much that within an hour I got my passport granted, and I was very happy to go back. I feel 20 years younger than what I am now.
The blank passport booklets are already pre-manufactured at India Security Press, Nashik.
ISP Nashik, a unit of SPMCL, is producing passport and other travel documents for the Ministry of External Affairs and the MHA since very beginning.
We are having state-of-art manufacturing facility to manufacture ICAO standard passport in high security environment.
Today we've reached the pinnacle of success of producing all the passports for the country.
It has been a great challenge to India Security Press to develop and incorporate new security features in Indian passports to keep abreast and ahead of counterfeiters. Present Indian passport are having security features like watermark paper, high quality printing, reverse chain stitching, perforation and HAV film.
We have the state-of-the-art forgery detection cell, wherein our examiners also give evidence in the court of law.
We expect the passport requirement to go up very quickly in the next 3 to 4 years, and for that India Security Press and Security Printing and Minting Corporation of India is making all out arrangements to meet this rising demand.
We introduced the e-passport project for the diplomatic category in the year 2007, and for the general category we will be introducing shortly in the future.
Once manufactured, blank booklets are sent across India by the Indian Post, and the main printing is finally done at the regional passport offices.
Our passport offices are not able to cater to the seasonal spikes, and in those scenarios the spillover load is being transferred to Central Passport Printing Facility. One officer from MEA is in charge of this Central Passport Printing Facility, and we take care of all the printing process here, and then passports are being dispatched to the applicant.
For the Passport Seva program, the Network Operations Center works like a heart of the human system.
Basically, this center is the control center, or we can say supervision center of the entire Passport Seva program. Every problem being faced by the users of the passport issuance system, they report the problem either to our call center or to our central support desk. Then those problems are being forwarded here into the Passport Network Operations Center.
Network Operations Center, or NOC, monitors the availability and performance of the IT infrastructure round the clock. A 24/7 Security Operations Center, or SOC, safeguards the Passport Seva IT environment. TCS has set up a state-of-the-art Tier 3 data center and an active data recovery center. The IT infrastructure comprises of 350 plus servers, 30,000 plus PCs and peripherals, 800 plus network devices, 400 plus communication links, and over 1,000 TB of data storage.
At any point of time, we can make decisions proactively with the help of data, like what the volumes should be planned, what manpower should be planned, demographic wise data.
To all of us at TCS, this has been a very big excitement, because for the first time we've been able to deliver the benefits of IT to the common man in India. We have been making people's lives around the world simpler through use of IT, but the Passport Seva program truly gives us an opportunity to really bring the benefits of IT to the common man in India.
The bureaucracy is in front of citizens. This reduces malpractices, and when citizens leave the place, they are fairly satisfied.
The services are quite faster now, I must say. People are really sweet here, they're very helpful. The best thing about so many Seva Kendras is like there's a lot of convenience now.
Innovation and continual improvement are the cornerstones of the success of this program. The online portal, the online payment system, the mobile app, the demographic dedupe name matching algorithm, as well as the design for a unidirectional flow of citizens at the PSK are some examples.
We get a lot of feedback. In fact, some of the applicants tell us that it doesn't even feel like a government office. We take it as a compliment. In fact, sometimes applicants tell us that why can't we get all other services the way we are getting passport services?
You go to any government department, if you ask why the service is poor, normally you will get the list of excuses. We have less staff, we have less money. We don't require money, we don't require big technology with the government. We only need to open the office to a service provider, and we can really bring an inclusive growth.
Accurate and timely dissemination of the information and exhaustive training has helped us in the faster onboarding of our PSP users. This helps the users to keep themselves abreast with the latest changes in the systems and the processes.
In Chennai Passport Seva Southern Sarangram, I can easily say that this is the place where technology meets common people every single day, and it is the platform of digital technology coming to the common people in India.
On a daily basis, we come across a lot of positive feedback about the new system, which in a way deepens our commitment to ensure that any applicant who comes inside the PSK has a superlative experience.
Passport Seva Project is a perfect example of e-governance, m-governance and usage of information technology in delivering the services to the citizen of India in a faster, secure, reliable and transparent manner.
मैं एक डच सिटीजन हूँ। आज मैं यहाँ अपने एक रिलेटिव के साथ आई हूँ जिनको पासपोर्ट बनाना है। मेरा पासपोर्ट 1988 में बना था न्यू दिल्ली में, तो मुझे पता है कि मुझे कितनी मुश्किलें आई थी उस समय वो पासपोर्ट बनाने के लिए। लेकिन आज मैं जो यहाँ देख रही हूँ वो एक बहुत बड़ा चेंज है इंडिया के लिए। हमारे यहाँ पे तो लाइफ बहुत सिस्टमेटिक है। जब हम यहाँ पे आकर के ये सब एक्सपीरियंस करते हैं तो हमारी खुशी दुगनी हो जाती है। It's getting better and better. I'm happy for India.
NEA has also very proudly demonstrated this to all foreign delegations who have been coming into the country on how they have brought about change and transformation in the way passport services are delivered. Today, all foreign delegations as well as others who need to be shown how a holistic approach can bring results and transform the outcome.
Passport Seva program has a comprehensive change management and communication management strategies. This has enabled us to have a better connect with TCS across MEA and other stakeholders.
Passport Seva program clearly demonstrates how sovereign assets, data and information of government departments can be secured while entering into a PPP mode of service delivery. The program clearly segregates the roles and responsibilities of private partners and the government staffs based on its criticality and sovereignty. It also ensures that all changes being carried out in the production system is under the ambit of strategic control.
Whenever you do any changes, any upgradation, any sort of requirement changes, with a proper mechanism and we call change control process, we release every requirement or any changes into the production system.
In 2006, government came up with a scheme called National E-Governance Plan. Thereafter, the government obtained cabinet approval next year in 2007. Thereafter, we floated a tender and the TCS was awarded work in 2008.
For TCS, the challenge on hand as we embarked upon the Passport Seva program was to increase by leaps and bounds the service delivery experience of the Indian citizen, and it had to be a holistic experience transformation duly catalyzed through the deployment of IT.
The people from the TCS were young, they were 20s, the IT experts, whereas the people from the Passport Seva organization, they were 50 plus. They had problem in working in front of computer for long hours, but through extensive training program, extensive change management program, we were able to create synergy.
In order to overcome this difficulty, the ministry introduced a productivity linked incentive scheme. The benchmark was set for various roles and the incentive range up to 10,000 per month per person. This scheme was accepted by the employees on its own.
Passport Seva is a unique example from the service sector where PPP mode has been successfully applied.
It takes two hands to clap, and in MEA we have found a very, very appropriate partner to truly demonstrate the prowess of India in the area of information technology.
There has been minimal investment from the government, and that's a key success point for the Passport Seva project.
A true public-private partnership outcome can indeed be achieved in India, and it has been delivered in the form of the Passport Seva program.
But the most important point in implementation of any project or program is implementation itself.
Apart from the internal change, within the collective conscience of society also, I mean the citizens, for them to believe that this transformation was possible was extremely difficult.
मैंने पायलट लोकेशन बेंगलोर से शुरू किया था, जहां पर लोगों को इसकी सफलता पर डाउट था.
Most of the people were saying that this is bound to fail, and e-based modern office for issuance of passport is not going to go far.
We have Eden stakeholders who are resisting us by court cases. There were travel agent association who have dragged us to High Court.
Finally, because of positive nature of the project, it could succeed magnificently.
पहले ऐसे लोगों को लगता था कि पासपोर्ट लेना बहुत ही मुश्किल काम है. अभी तो लोग बाग बोलने लगे हैं कि नॉर्मल के भाव में तत्काल पासपोर्ट मिलने लगा है.
To benefit the citizens in remote areas, hundreds of Passport Seva camps are regularly organized. Thousands of applications are received through these camps. Spread in the remotest area, the common service centers charge as little as 100 rupees for filling an application.
Passport Seva Project also pays attention to its coverage in media. Passport Seva Project is also active on social media like Twitter, Facebook and document sharing sites. On the Twitter, the grievances are registered by the general public and redressed by a dedicated team. Passport Seva Project also brings a half-yearly magazine called Passport Patrika, whereby initiatives and activities are published.
The Ministry of External Affairs commemorates 24th June as Passport Seva Divas every year. A passport officers conference is organized on this occasion. For the outstanding services rendered to citizens, the best performing officers are recognized by Passport Seva Puraskars. Relentless pursuit of more and more milestones with renewed vigor and motivation is encouraged and celebrated through these Puraskars.
ये जो दिवस होते हैं, ये संकल्प लेने के लिए होते हैं. ये दिवस समीक्षा करते हैं, पीछे क्या हुआ उसके बारे में, जो अच्छा हुआ उसकी खुशी मनाते हैं, जो कमी रह गई उस पर आत्मचिंतन करते हैं.
The police verification process is getting faster day by day, and to revolutionize it, an app, M-Passport Police, has been launched recently. 1.2 crore Indians got their passports in 2015, which means the number has doubled in the last 5 years. starting with a target of 77. Today, all states of the Northeast have their own Passport Seva Kendras. The efforts and achievements have been duly recognized. The award season for the Passport Seva is never over. Passport Seva became the first government program to have achieved 3 ISO certifications.
पूरे विश्व में भारत तीसरे नंबर पर है पासपोर्ट देने के बारे में और आपने अपनी सेवाओं के आधार पर जो 3 ISO सर्टिफिकेशंस दी इन वन गो 3 ISO सर्टिफिकेशन इट्स एन आउटस्टैंडिंग अचीवमेंट.
These soaring achievements, however, do not rule out the remaining challenges.
The challenges that the government faces with 125 crore people and the skill set of the Indian information technology industry, when they come together, can deliver an outcome that can truly change society in the country.
We may go up to 20 million passports a year. So in the years to come, we will set up more centers so that it becomes an easy and simpler process for the citizens.
Passport Seva remains committed to achieving service excellence. The traveler has to knock at every alien door to come to his own, and one has to wander through all the outer worlds to reach the innermost shrine at the end.